Well, how do you define mental health? Do you think that the only way for us to be mentally healthy and mentally strong is to only expose ourselves to things that are really hard, to things that are really maybe even toxic, to things that are constantly keeping that muscle working of dealing with all kinds of painful things in our lives so that we have a strong sense of mental health? That idea was shared with me recently, and I've been sitting with that. And something else that I've been doing a lot of lately is asking myself the question, is something that I hear even biblical? Because the thing of it is I didn't make me. My creator made me, and he knows the best way for me to go about my health, whether it be my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, and my spiritual health. So if anything that I hear does not harmonize with that, then I'm throwing it out. So what are some things that I thought of when I was listening to this content about mental health? Well, to me, mental health is a way that we act, the way that we feel. Are we able to regulate ourselves? Are we able to regulate our emotions? Are we able to make good decisions, have knowledge and wisdom and insight? Those things are affected by many other things. So if we don't protect that, then we are setting ourselves up for a disaster when it comes to our mental and emotional health. For example, the Bible says stupid ones, they'll fare badly. So am I going to put myself in a bunch of stupid situations and expect good to come from that and then worry about why later on I have so much stress and anxiety and I'm not able to regulate my emotions when I've been sitting in companionship with stupid people? If there's somebody in your life that is bringing out the absolute worst in you or causing your nervous system to react so poorly that maybe you are crying uncontrollably or your heart's beating fast and you got high blood pressure, you're having panic attacks, then yeah, it would not be wise to keep putting yourself in company with people like that only in the name of trying to have a strong mental health, working that muscle of just always being around things that are hard. That does not make sense. Especially we know biblically, what does the Bible say about your heart? That a calm heart brings life to the body. Peace is one of the most helpful things that we can do to ourselves, whether it be mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Peace. We want to pursue peace, mental peace. That's what's mental health. That's why my business is called Woosah, because that means peace and calm, and because the body cannot heal in an agitated state. So pursuing anything outside of that, it just doesn't even make any sense. It's not smart. It's not wise. It is actually very unwise. So just be careful about what kind of content you take in, and does it make sense? Does it harmonize with the advice that we were given from the one who made us and who put us here first? There's a recipe that we have right there in the Bible that tells us the best way that we can take care of ourselves, how we can protect our mental health, how we can protect our physical health, and every other kind of health. We don't need to go outside of that to know when something is good advice or something is bad advice. So again, watch how we define mental health. Are we able to regulate ourselves? Is our nervous system a wreck when we get in certain situations or around certain people or toxic energy or low vibrating humans? That is not a smart way to strengthen our mental health. That is a very unwise way to do so. So really make it make sense. That did not make sense when I saw that content. And it was actually, to me, almost irresponsible to be telling people that are traumatized, that are trying to heal their mental health, to keep putting themselves in situations where they're not going to grow, or any growth that they've already gained that they could lose by re-traumatizing themselves or reopening old wounds that just are starting to heal. I really want to know what you think. How do you define mental health? And do you think it's something that we should try to protect? Put it in the comments.